Hari Om to all the Atmajyotis.
Hari Om.
Happy to be back with the session for Drk-Drsya Viveka on Madalasa. Let us start with the prayer. Jayashri, do you want to say the prayer?
Yes. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Namaha. Akanda Mandalakaram, Vyaptam Yena Characharam, Tatpadam Darshitam Yena, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Narayana Samarambha, Shankaracharya Madhyama, Asmadacharya Paryankam, Vande Guru Parampara. Hari Om.
Hari Om. So, who is the author of this Drk-Drsya Viveka? Anyone remembers? Yarappa? Rajini?
No, I can't recall the name.
Okay.
Even
Anupama? Shaila? Narsimurti? Yaro? Author of Drk-Drsya Viveka. Is it Shankara?
No. No.
Founder of Vidyaranya Samrajya.
Heli,
Akka Bukkarinda.
Our rulers or Mantri. Swami Vidyaranya.
Swami Vidyaranya.
Swami Vidyaranya. However, there is a little controversy about it could be Shankara anta. But generally, most scholars have agreed that it has to be attributed to Swami Vidyaranya. All right. Because in some scripture, apparently, Shankara has also used the term Drk-Drsya. But that is fine. I mean, they're all terms which are found in Vedanta. Alva, seer and seen is a very, very, very common and basic concept in Vedanta, isn't it? Okay. So, we were supposed to do Manana on talk number 33. So, we had decided that we will go with question and answer. Let us see how it goes. Again, we come back to the same question. What is the relationship between Chidabhasa and Buddhi? Anyone wants to answer? Put up your hands. What is the relationship between Chidabhasa and intellect?
When Chidabhasa is reflected on intellect, it becomes Jiva. No, on Manasod actually, not intellect.
No.
Let
us see what the others say about it.
No. One more thing, one more sentence has come there. When Chidabhasa, when intellect thinks it is Sakshi, that is Mukti.
That is fine.
That is fine.
That is fine.
But it is between Chidabhasa and intellect.
What is the sambandha between Chidabhasa and intellect? What is reflected on the intellect? Heli Narsimurti.
First.
Shaila, helipa.
First, when Buddhi, the thought, Buddhi comes, it is in Sattvic Guna. From Mahat Tattva it comes. It is pure material nature. This reflection is Chidabhasa.
No. Anyone else wants to? I mean, you have used all the terms that Prabhuji has used in the talk, but not in the correct perspective, Shaila. Rajini, you want to? Lakshmi. Lakshmi is just joining. Anupama, you want to try?
My understanding is that when the consciousness is reflected in Buddhi, that level, that Chidabhasa has higher understanding.
Okay, let me simplify the question. What is Chidabhasa?
Chidabhasa is a reflection of
reflected consciousness.
Reflection.
Correct. So that is the definition of Chidabhasa. Chidabhasa is reflected consciousness. So,
But not-
Meshri, the mistake you made was Chidabhasa is reflected. No, consciousness is reflected, Baba.
This is reflected, right?
It's called Chidabhasa,
Yes, yes.
isn't
Yes.
it?
Yes.
So plain, first and foremost, Chidabhasa means reflected consciousness. On what is it reflected? On
It is
what?
not original. It's reflected on the Manasu because it's a good deflecting surface.
Or you can say Antahkarana.
Yes,
Antahkarana.
yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
The reflecting surface is Antahkarana. Ist clear alva?
Clear.
Reflected surface is Antakarana.
Ah.
When Antakarana takes that specific shape, I mean, what do I say?
The container for that Antahkarana has a specific shape, which is this.
Body.
Antakarana, when it takes a specific akara, then it is called buddhi.
Please, wait. What did you say? Confused. When Antahkarana
Takes specific shape, specific akara. There is no variations. There is no ripples. And it is very calm. No changes happening. Certainty. Then it is buddhi. And that is
then it is
the...
pure sattva.
yes.
The way God made it.
Yes.
All
Antakarana itself is sattva pradhana vastu. If anything taken in the body, that is the most sattvic material content in the body.
Why?
That is the matter which comes in contact with Chaitanya. Because by nature, Chaitanya is sattva guna, pure sattva. So, to receive that, the recipient must also be sattva pradhana.
You can put it very simply. Why is the Antahkarana and the original BMI is pure sattva? Is because it is Ishvara Sushti. It comes straight from Ishvara, which is pure sattva. Ashte.
No impurity is added.
No
Yes.
impurity. It is come from the pure source. Purnamada Purnamidam.
Yes.
Alva?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that right?
Yes. Yes.
So what we're trying to say over here is that Antahkarana is the purest because it comes from the
Every
source.
Antahkarana in the primitive stage is purest.
Hmm.
Every Antahkarana is like a child, just born child. Antahkarana is very pure. There is no mala. Chitta mala is not there, isn't it? When does it start developing? Tell me.
What contact the world?
When the ego starts developing, what happens when the ego starts developing?
Vasanas and bandhanas come into role.
The first bandhana that will come is what? When the ego starts developing, the first bandhana is what?
Atmajyoti.
I am this body.
Viratraya.
I am this body, mind, intellect. That is the first bondage that comes up. No. So along with that, everything else will come. Anything more to add to this basic?
But my question is, Antahkarana, actually it carries from birth to birth. So I carry the previous janmas accumulated karmas.
Yes, I do. But for that to come out, the ego has to become strong.
Okay.
What
Yeah.
happens in a mentally retarded child, for example, ego doesn't become strong at all. So
Okay.
that vasana will just be there. And it will again wait for the next reflecting surface
Okay.
come up and bloom. Yeah. Isn't it? Something like that. For everything, it has to mature, basically. The personality has to mature for everything to come out in full glory, even the vasanas. Isn't it? So basically, everything is pure sattva. Buddhi is pure sattva. But the ego What does Prabhuji say about the ego, the nature of ego?
It is Rajas plus
Rajas
Sattva.
Sattva. Because that is the one which starts claiming everything. Alva. When it starts claiming doership, endorship, kartrutva, jnatritva, bhoktutva, then the Rajas aspects comes into it. Okay. What else is there in this particular...
Actually, Prabhuji said Rajas plus Sattva, and in another place, Prabhuji said it is Rajas and Tamas for ego. In the same video.
Ade mature agta tamasu
But then what is the relation? What is the relationship between intellect and Chidabhasa as your first question, Purnima?
So the intellect / manasi, for the same, the different terms have been used for Antakarana by Prabhuji. Sometimes he says buddhi, sometimes he says manas, sometimes he says Antakarana. But here we will take it as that entity which is a reflecting surface. Whether it is buddhi or manas or Antakarana, it is a reflecting surface. So the reflecting surface is very much necessary for the reflection to happen.
That's all.
Antakarana is the mirror, and reflection is called as Chidabhasa. Ashte. That's the relationship. Right? There is no doubt about this, I feel. Alva, Lakshmi avare ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? I think we are good. So the Chidabhasa in its Mula, foundational form, it is Shuddha only. Okay. It is a pure reflection. Basically. But then the reflecting surface, what does the reflecting surface have? What are the elements of the reflecting surface?
Sorry, I was on mute.
Man buddhi chitta ahankara.
Manna buddhi chitta ahankara. So, in its pure form, it's a pure reflecting surface. But then, of the four, they start acting up. Then what happens to the reflecting surface? It becomes concave, convex, concave, everything happens to the reflecting surface.
Turbid.
It becomes turbid. It becomes...
Yeah, Purnima, you were asking the question. At that time, I know I am having a doubt. So, Antakarana is the purest given from Ishvara. Is it not beyond all the three? I'm like...
What is not beyond all the three?
ಅಲ್ಲ ಈಗ ನೀವು ಅದು ಸತ್ವ ಭಾವದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಪ್ಯೂರ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಂತಃಕರಣ ಅಂತ ಯು ಟೋಲ್ಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಮೈ
moment any manifestation happens, it has got a guna.
Okay, what I meant to say is no guna, no, not even sattva guna. It is beyond gunas. Antahkarana is also beyond guna, correct? Am I?
The moment reflection happens, Lakshmi, there's a guna to it, alva.
Correct. From the moment reflection happens, it acts according to that particular what they receive, what it receives. Nan kelta irodu, what I am asking is, as it is the purest form, Antakarana is the purest form, is it not, I'm asking that, I'm not telling that yes it should be like that, I'm asking, is it not beyond the three gunas, Antakarana, before the reflection, I'm asking.
Is Saguna Brahma beyond three gunas? Saguna Brahma. He's the purest, he's the extreme.
Yeah.
Saguna.
Yes.
Two gunas are there.
Okay.
Nirguna Brahma bere, Saguna Brahma bere.
Okay. Now I understood. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
May I make my point?
Yes, please.
Actually, here we are talking about Antakarana, which is a matter. Matter cannot be gunatita.
That's what the moment there is manifestation.
Yes. Only Mayatita Brahma alone is gunatita.
The entire manifest Jagat, no, Lakshmi ji, is pure Sattva. Sat, existence, Sat.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. Thank you.
One more point, ma'am.
Yes.
We have three shariras:
Hmm.
Sthula, Sukshma, and Karana Sharira.
Right.
Sthula Sharira is also given by the God.
Hmm.
Is also came from the God, but it keeps on changing.
Hmm.
So Sthula Sharira cannot be Sattva Pradhana. Can be mix of Sattva, Sthula by nature, I think it is Rajas plus Tamas.
Correct. In a rock, it is more tamas.
Yes.
But as existence, it is sattva, existence, as pure existence.
Yes.
But the nature is tamasic because it cannot reflect.
Yes. No, it becomes, it attains Chaitanya because of the Chidabhasa induces that to the body.
Correct.
Yeah.
It
So
appears to be animated, Ashte.
Yes.
It is jada only. It is jada only. It is the ego which mistakes that, something is happening, I'm doing something independently.
Yes.
That's
Yes. I'm seeing my fan. It's a dead fan getting life from the electricity and started rotating.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Correct. So this term sattva depends, how you interpret it depends on the context in which you are using it.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Sattva can be used in terms of guna. Sattva can be used in terms of pure existence. It depends on where you're using that term.
Yes. It is also used with Chaitanya. I mean, consciousness also.
Sattva can be used with consciousness also. Sat
Yes.
Chit Ananda. So depends on the context.
Yes.
How to interpret it in a proper manner. Amele. So manas, buddhi, chitta, ahankara. So what are the functions of these four entities? What is the function of manas? Yaar heltira? Lakshmi ji. Yes, Anupama, tell.
Questioning.
Questioning. Manasa?
Doubtful and pop up with always questions.
ನರಸಿಂಹಮೂರ್ತಿ ಅವ್ರ ಫೇವರೆಟ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ವಾ? ಹೇಳಿಪ್ಪ ನಿಮ್ ಟರ್ಮಿನಾಲಜಿ ಫ್ರೇಸು ಮನಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ.
Sankalpa Vikalpatmakam Manah.
Sankalpa Vikalpa, full of the manas is full of Sankalpa and Vikalpa. It decides something and then it's Hare Bapre, should I do this? Should I? The doubtful mind. Mind is always chanchal.
Ahankara, we can say, its function is only to be claiming mine.
Ahankara. Manastu innondu ಏನು ಗುಣ ಅಂದ್ರೆ manas just gathers information from the sense objects. That's all it does.
Yes.
Isn't it? It will gather information from the outer world, manas. And at that surface level only, it will go on doing this dvandva. Conflict is coming from the outer world for the manas.
Actually, many gurus says manas is the interface between external world and Chaitanya body.
Correct.
So first it goes to manas, then it takes a certain shape, akara. Then if it doesn't oscillate or doesn't undergo modification, then it becomes buddhi.
No. All of us have got manas and buddhi. If but anila. All four functions are happening simultaneously. No, Narasimurthy.
Simultaneously cannot. One at a time.
Okay, one at a time.
Prakarana can perform only one function at a time. Subsequent
it is so subtle that subtle alva.
Yes.
The differentiation is just for the sake of understanding, whereas the same entity is doing different stuff. So manasso aitu, sankalpa, vikalpa, and this chanchal, and then collecting information from the senses. Senses by themselves, they don't have any preferences. They will show one gutter. The eyes will see a gutter also, and it will see a beautiful girl also. It has no problem. It is the manas which decides whether what I want to see, what I don't want to see, isn't it? So the sense organs are just the agents for the manas to receive information. Done. Then what is buddhi? Manas buddhi.
It analyzes what is the information is giving to it.
It analyzes what is the information giving to it. Correct. Nishchayatmika buddhi it is called. Samshayatmika manas, Nishchayatmika buddhi. Ultimately, when I do some action, it is because my intellect says so and decides to do that. That function of the mind which takes the decision is buddhi. And what else about the buddhi? Buddhi is Shuddha Sattva. Okay. Innenide buddhi bagge. The buddhi is enhanced by Viveka and Vairagya and all these qualities that are required for, rising our consciousness has to come in the buddhi. Shama, Dhamma, Titiksha, Shraddha, all the Samadhana, Sadhana Chatushtaya, everything is done only by the help of the intellect. Because the manas will dilly-dally, no. 10:30 class. I don't know. I need to go somewhere. I don't know if I can attend the class. All these things come from the buddhi, manas. But the buddhi should take the upper hand and say, no, I will do this and not that.
Correct.
It's the buddhi's job. That is why all the New Year resolutions, as we have heard, is taken by manas. But to sustain that, it has the buddhi has to, take the decision. Isn't it?
Right.
Because buddhi, everything with great josh, we will take the resolution. I will do walking every morning at 5 o'clock. No, actually that decision is taken by the intellect because it knows that walking is good for health. It is good, in the blood circulation, everything the intellect knows. So the intellect will take the decision. But then why don't I wake up at 5 o'clock every morning? Why does it peter out in a couple of days? Because the manas is not on board with the decision. The sankalpa, vikalpa manasa is not agreeable to the whatever the buddhi is saying. So that is the constant conflict that happens between good sense and, this doubtful nature.
What is the difference between buddhi and intellect? Are they same?
Same. One is Sanskrit and one is English.
Okay.
Manas is mind, buddhi is intellect. And then what is manas, buddhi? What is chitta? Chitta. Memory. So based on the memory, the manas will recognize stuff. First time I see color blue, somebody has to tell me, a baby has to be told, this is color blue, this is color blue. So next time the color blue is recognized with the help of memory. Alva. So that is the job of memory.
Chitta is also called as Chintana Kartru Chittam.
Chintana, correct. It is the warrior, Antana. Chintana. All the chintana happens because of the stored smriti in the memory. Last time I put my hand into the fire, it burnt.
Yes.
No.
Memory, mind conditioning.
Conditioning will come from memory. Everything will be coming from memory. There is no good or bad. That's the function of the memory. It is very, very useful. Without memory, what will I do? Yes. I'll go put my hand in the fire again and again. Isn't it? The only thing is I should not let the memory, spoil my present moment if it does. For example, fear of flying. Sometime perhaps you had a bad experience while flying. That should not ruin my every experience of flying, isn't it? That is where the intellect has to come and take charge. No, that was a one-off event. Don't worry. All that we have to tell ourselves. And then ahankara, finally, like Lakshmi ji said.
No, ma'am, one more point to that. Actually, chitta, we can also say pain of the past, anxiety of the future, which takes over the present, it is because of Chitta.
Very good.
Yeah.
Chitta's job is to always live in either the past or the future.
Sir.
So it cheats us of being in the present moment.
Yes.
Correct. Anything else about Chitta? Anyone? I think that's about it. And then the next question is, does the Gnani sleep? I have a delivery coming up.
See, just now we witnessed in that video frame, Purnima avra video frame alli, Purnima full visible idro, diminish agta hodru. So what did we observe? She vanished. Whatever we see is not real. It appears and disappears. She disappeared within no time.
Exactly. That is what even I was thinking.
ಕಣ್ಣಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡೋದೆಲ್ಲ ನಿಜ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡು ಒಂದ್ ಭ್ರಮೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಜೀವನ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಓ ಬಾ. ಅದೇ moment to moment application. See, she's appearing again.
Delivery ಒಬ್ಬ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು. Okay.
Again, we are in reality.
Huh?
Again, reality came back.
Apparent reality.
Yes. All appearances are not reality. That is what Satya ma'am said. Because
apparent adene ivaga the moment we see her, okay, we are seeing her, she is back. But that is apparent. She may again disappear.
Disappear when he rings the bell.
Maybe that's the reason we will get lost in the process of getting into our
Yes.
Advaita.
So, does a Gnani has sleep? Does he sleep? Everyone one line answer ಹೇಳಲೇಬೇಕು ಇವಾಗ. Starting from Jayashree. ಇದೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಾ ಜ್ಞಾನಿಗಳು?
ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಖಂಡಿತ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ.
ಓಕೆ.
ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಅವನು ದೇಹ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ದೇಹ ಇದ್ರೇನೆ ಈ ಪ್ರಪಂಚದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಕ್ಕಾಗದು. ಸೊ
ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರು ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾರೆ.
ದೇಹ ಇರೋ ತನಕ ನಿದ್ದೆ, all functions of the body keep happening, but he will not associate with it. That's all.
Yes. There is a crux in the question. But I think you nailed it, Jayashree. Yes. Let others also tell. Does a Gnani sleep? You have to understand the question very well.
He doesn't sleep.
Next person.
Pure consciousness level.
I have a question there. Ma'am said Gnani sleeps. I would say Gnani doesn't sleep, because Gnani is not at all identified with Shariratraya. Gnani
Yes,
also
different answer. Okay.
And Stula Sharira and Sukshma Sharira.
Correct. Okay. Next person.
But if he is not sleeping, his body sleeps.
Okay. Shaila was saying something.
Yes, madam. He doesn't sleep because Gnani will be always in the pure consciousness level. That is my understanding.
Okay. Next, Lakshmi.
I concur with Jayashree, and because see, Gnani, as he also has the body, he is acting the sleep. If you are taking as a physical thing, yes. If you are not taking it as a physical one, no. Like for example, the body is sleeping. That's all. Okay, and for anybody, Gnani with consciousness remains as it is. It won't change. Then as Mr. Murthy said, the Sharira Traya is there. As long as Sharira Traya is there, is not affected. The body only there. So you can as well say both yes or no. But actually the sleep meaning, I think it has to be a little more explained to know that whether we can understand whether Jnani sleeps or not.
Purnima, you were able to hear what they were saying? Okay. Only one person, I think 2 people are remaining.
Jnani does not sleep. It's just the body that sleeps. Jnani is always aware of his nature. In that sense, the Jnani does not sleep.
How can the body sleep? It is jada. Body sleeps,
No, it is jada. But then the consciousness in the body, jada would be a dead body. As a live, this thing, it is that consciousness reflects in
Because prana is moving.
Prana is, yes.
But still the body cannot sleep, Baba. What sleeps in the body, you tell me? What is in the BMI complex?
Manasu.
What is
Yeah. Okay, but Manasu for a Jnani, his mind is always at rest. He is not into Sankalp and Vikalp.
No, but still it goes into causal form, Allah, during deep sleep. Sankalp Vikalp is not there when it is active. Sleep, what happens? Everything goes.
But Jnani will be in Sahaja Samadhi always.
Sahaja Samadhi always.
So he will be always.
Whether in physically he is sleeping or physically he is away, Sahaja Samadhi is there.
Yeah, he is always dwelling in Chaitanya. I always dwelling with Sakshi. So what happens to the mind? It is immaterial. It is what is that? There are
Awareness is always there.
Yeah, there are 2 types of. It is voluntary for him. If he wants, he can get associated with the mind. If he doesn't, he can ignore it.
Very good.
He or she can ignore it.
See, Rajni, I understand what you are trying to say. You are gone. Now who is disappeared? So my point was the body doesn't sleep. It is just the whole system goes into a rest state. Body by itself, it can't do anything. With the Antakarana only, it becomes idalva. That's just wanted a little correction I wanted to do there.
Actually, this English word body is leading into confusion. If we had used Sharira, it would have taken care of it.
Sorry, my internet just snapped. Yeah, I'm sorry.
So I just wanted to clarify that it is not just the term, the usage that the body goes to sleep for a Vedanta student is not correct. Otherwise, in regular life, you can say, oh, my body went to rest or something. But body is jada, right? That's why I was just saying.
That's why I asked, see, after all this last that's why I asked, in what way you are defining Jnani sleep? So then only we will be able to understand whether it is the body or whether it is this one is a causal form, etc. To be, if you consider, although Jnani, because he has a body, as Jayashree and all said, he has a body, that body is going to sleep. Then now telling body itself is jada. So then
mind is withdrawn from the body. That is why the body also gets stressed. If the mind is constantly in the outer world and in the body is also the outer world only.
Yes.
Rest.
Yeah.
Mind withdraws from the outer world. Therefore, everything is rested. Ashte.
Okay. Thank you.
One more thing, ma'am.
Purnimaji, can I say that?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Can I say that when I refer Jnani as the Jnani, for whom I am seeing as name, form, and a person, he goes to sleep and wakes up, I can say. But from the perspective of Jnani, he is awakened from the waking state. So there is no sleeping.
Yes, correct. Yanisha sarvabhutani tasyam jagarti sanyami. Everybody is sleeping, the Jnani is awake. That means even when he is sleeping, he is perfectly aware all the time.
Yes, that's perfect. So one more thing. Jnani is ahankara rahita and karana sharira rahita ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ.
ಕಾರಣ ಶರೀರನೂ ಇಲ್ವಾ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ?
ಇಲ್ದೆ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ತಾನೇ ಅಜ್ಞಾನ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದು, ಅವಿದ್ಯೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದು.
ಕಾರಣ ಶರೀರಾನು ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಕಾರಣ ಶರೀರ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಆಲ್ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹೊಟ್ಟೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್
Yes.
ಎವ್ರಿ ಡೇ ನಿದ್ರೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಎದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಬರ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾನು. ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಎಂಟಿಟಿ ವಿಲ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಮ್ಯಾನಿಫೆಸ್ಟ್. ನೋ,
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಕಾರಣ ಶರೀರ
ದೇಹ ಮುಕ್ತಿ ಕಾರಣ ಶರೀರ ಇಸ್ ಗಾನ್. ಐ ಅಗ್ರಿ. ವಿದೇಹ ಮುಕ್ತಿ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಕಾರಣ ಶರೀರ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ನಿತ್ಯ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಮಾಡುವ ಕಾರಣ ಶರೀರ ಯಾಕೆ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ? ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡತ್ತಲ್ವಾ ವಾಪಸ್ಸು.
ಇರಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಬಂಧ ಪರ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ.
ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ದೇರ್. ತಾದಾತ್ಮ್ಯ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್.
As Anupama says, from whose point of view the Gnani is sleeping? My point or the Gnani's point?
Correct.
Yes.
Correct. You're very well said, Anupam. From my point, yes, he is resting. Don't disturb, don't call between so and so time because a person is resting. Correct. Because, but that rest is also needed because that's also idalva. It's a material matter. It is matter
when he's functioning in the world, I think that body and mind rest.
Wear and tear. It is subject to wear and tear. So it needs to rejuvenate. So it needs to rest. Like that, from that perspective also it is fine. Gnani sleeps. But ultimately, as awareness, he is always aware. Sahaja samadhi, like he said. Alva? Okay. So, what is the Gnani's, how does the Gnani treat everyday life? And what does he think of the Avasthatraya? And how does he conduct his everyday life? Suppose he, suppose the Gnani stumbles and falls on the pavement. What will be his thought process?
He will just get up. If it needs to be attended to, he will attend to it. He would not say, why did I fall? I should not have fallen, this and that, nothing. He will just get up, he will address that particular problem and start walking again.
So while he is doing all this, what is his bhava?
Not attached.
What is the other name for that? ಯಾವ ಭಾವದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಜ್ಞಾನಿಗಳು ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂನು? What is his bhava all the time? What is the state? What does he identify with all the time? I'm trying to get the word sakshi bhava here.
Okay.
He is a sakshi for everything that is happening. Anta. Whatever is happening in the body, he's a sakshi. He's a witness. No?
Correct.
So, all the body and the mind will go on doing its work. Like you said, he'll get up, he'll go to the hospital, he'll get a bandage done. Everything will be done. For that, the mind is required. But the bhava is sakshi bhava. As if it's happening to another person.
Yeah.
No? That is the bhava that the Gnani has for every activity during the day. Every activity during the day, it is like that. Anything more?
Can we say it is not for another person? It is happening for an object which belongs to him. It is not happening to him. An object belongs to him.
Object belongs to him iralla. Yeah, but the sahaja tadatmya will be there to sex. But nandalla, ಈ ದೇಹನೂ ನಂದಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಇರತ್ತಲ್ಲ. Belongs to him ಬರತ್ತಾ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ?
First, the object ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅದು.
Object, because I am driving this car, I have to take care of it ಅಂತ. Okay, yes. We can think of it like that. Yeah, for now, ಅದೇನೋ ಅದು ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, custodian. I'm the custodian of this BMI, so I have to take care of it ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು,
yes.
He will take care of it. All the activities pertaining to the body will be done with that bhava.
Similarly, mamakara also. Mamakara, it extends to mamakara also. That also, custodian of that. God has given that responsibility. I need to fulfill. Yes. Take care of it.
Yes. So last time, I think previous class, Anupama was asking, no? For that was some question she asked, for which the answer was, as a custodian, you have to take care of your child. No, Anupama was asking, should I scold the child? Should I correct the child?
Is it fault finding or correcting?
All those questions were there. So, as a custodian, suppose you're a teacher. See, for everything, the manas has to be pure. Even a teacher can find fault just because she's biased. But as a custodian, this is God's child and it is being given to me. I have to take care of this child. And right now, the child needs some correction. Course correction is needed. Or with that attitude, one has to do. Yeah, that's all. Custodian.
Without mamakara.
Without mamakara and without attachment. Without expectation. Without expectation. You prepare your child for that competition, but don't expect the child to come first.
Ishvara prasada buddhi, Ishvara arpana buddhi.
Ishvara prasada buddhi, Ishvara arpana buddhi. Correct. That is that's the key phrases that we have to remember. Amele innenadu. So, what about the Gnani's vasanas? Does the Gnani have vasanas? What, Shaila? Gnani ke vasana iratta?
Irutte, but not in present this thing. Whatever he had in before Janmas, maybe a few vasanas may be there, but that also get dissolved. It won't be there.
Okay.
We can also say that vasanas are there, but those vasanas for the jnani will be for loka kalyana.
Right.
Yes.
Because that is one is loka kalyana, another is, as Shaila said, as per prarabdha karma, this whatever good he does and whatever becomes jnani, and then he acts according to the jnani's life and lead a jnani's life. But that prarabdha karma he has to face. All those vasanas will be have to be experienced in that particular time. And then, of course, as she said, he will be unattached towards. Yes, it's there. That's all. Those things he will be undergoing, but he will not get attached to that.
Correct. Anything else to be added to that? Well said. Two kinds of vasanas we have been telling about.
One is a bhog vasana.
Bandha vasana and bhoga vasana.
Bandha vasana totally gone. That is the most worst kind of vasana, no, which makes us come back again and again.
Yeah.
If that vasana is taken care, bhoga vasana, no problem.
And even if he has those bhoga vasana or bandha vasana also, those will not get affected for his future next agami karma and all. But those things, but the jnani will not get affected.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಬಂಧ ವಾಸನ ಇರಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ, ಕಸ್ಟೋಡಿಯನ್ ಈಶ್ವರ ಪ್ರಸಾದ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಬಂಧ ವಾಸನ ಇರಲ್ವಲ್ಲ.
Bhogavasana is granted as per Ishvara's.
Bhogavasana is there with the Gnani is in control of that also.
Yes.
Not helplessly going behind the bogas.
Yes. It is happening. It is happening
and he can stop it at any moment. No problem.
Yes.
But since he does not identify with the body and its activities, or the mind and its activities, mind wants to eat a sweet, chalo eat, because I am not the mind.
Yes.
Kind of liberty the Gnani is able to take, but not other people like us. Otherwise, we will get trouble. But the Gnani can take such calls, you know. Because as the Nisargadatta used to smoke his bidis. Any normal person or any doctor will say, "Arey Baba, don't smoke bidi, it's harmful to you." But he said, "That doesn't matter, you know, the body is not mine. I don't care." He had that kind of attitude.
Thank you.
Only the Gnani can take such liberties with his vasanas. We have to take everything very seriously and try to drop everything, but not for the Gnani. Because the Gnani does not have kartrutva, bhoktutva, gnatrutva. Everything is a film. He is watching a movie. Ashte. including his own BMI, is a movie which is being played out. Right.
There is one more video of Prabhuji's video is there, which talks about exhaustively on vasanas.
Okay.
In that, Prabhuji mentions 3 vasanas. Loka vasana, Deha or Sharira vasana, and Shastra vasana.
Shastra vasana. Right.
And the Jnani who attains that ultimate state, he transcends all this. He is not attached to Ti also, I mean Shastra also.
Shastra also.
Some
He
people
can
might
stop the
get
teaching. Vedaha, Avedaha bhavanti. You know, at the end, even the Vedas will become Aveda for a Gnani. Because even that is in the realm of Maya only.
which
Generally said the thorn is taken to remove the other thorn, and ultimately you throw away both the thorns.
Very well said. Everything is a thorn or it's a ladder. So that also is not, or a boat. So many examples are there. I need a boat to cross the river. After I cross the river, I don't need the boat. Or I need a ladder to go to the next stage. After that, I don't need the ladder. And the thorn.
Reason being that could also lead to bandhana.
That will also lead to bandhana.
Bandha, because it is whatever jnana or whatever Advaita we learn, that it is smruti. Smruti is not a dynamic thing.
Yes.
It is static, stored, what do we say? Alina, jala.
Not needed anymore. So he will discard that also. Correct.
Purnima,
Oh, Helipa.
can I leave? Somebody has come.
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay. Carry on.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hari Om, everyone.
Hari Om. Next Tuesday we will meet. Any more questions on this? Because the next talk, 36, is a longish talk. It's got a lot of discussion. Shall we start the discussion or what? What do you think?
35 was assigned to me. I have a question there.
Yeah, please, Helipa.
After dropping of ahankara, why one attains mukti?
The dropping of ahankara itself is mukti.
Yes. Why?
Why? Yeah. Okay.
Or how a jnani takes the samsara cycle by dropping of ahankara. There is a cycle, chakra, samsara chakra.
I think it. Helama Jayashree.
As in the last video, I'll jump to the videos. Prabhuji says, once you drop, that's all. You have dropped it. Nothing more. You attain mukti. That's
Yes,
all. That is Vedavakya.
This question.
You just drop it. That's all.
Yes.
Nothing more. You trust in that I am Brahmasmi. You trust in that Vakya. Drop other things. No whys and buts. We have discussed all whys and buts. Just drop it. Why a beda ali?
Video 530. Why is required? Prabhuji says, if ahankara will go away, this is the statement he makes. Then he qualifies what happens to that person. So, mere dropping of ahankara, first of all, why only ahankara drops off from antakarana? In the same video, he emphasizes on this also. Remaining 3 remains.
Correct.
To function.
Ahankara drops off. The question I form from this context actually.
Okay.
That's mere dropping.
First, you make that clear. First, what he's saying is, upon mukti, mukti is when the ahankara drops, but the rest 3 will continue.
Yes. Yes.
Manas, buddhi, and will continue functioning.
Yes.
Yes. So that is the context in which this question is given. What is the question again?
Actually, I am putting it in two ways. One is mere dropping of ahankara, why one attains mukti. That is one way. The other way, how a jnani break the cycle of samsara by dropping of ahankara.
Okay, Anupama, Shaila, Rajni, please answer.
The ego is taking the doership. When doership is not there, everything is fine. There is no cycle.
Correct. Okay. Nice answer. Shaila?
Yes.
What was the question, ma'am? I didn't hear it properly.
Ahankara, when the ahankara is dropped, the other three continue. Manas is there, buddhi is there, chitta is there. But still, because the ahankara has dropped, the jnani is considered a mukta. Why?
See, generally, ahankara is me and mine.
Hmm.
And so whatever action he takes, it is the doership also that comes into play. But
Hmm.
for Jnani, that is not there. The whole world, it's a complete one consciousness for him.
Hmm.
And the whole thing, ahankara, in the sense, the three would be just function for the Jagat Hitaya. The rest encouraged on, I don't do it. And he is into that, this thing. For us, even I might do something, even for others, it is again the thing comes, I'm doing it. So for him, it is not, it's me. It's the whole thing is me for him. So there are two aspects to it. It is nothing or complete. So
Very well said.
you can take any of this thing.
Either I am nothing or I am everything.
Everything. Yes.
Intellect is needed as long as he is functioning in this world. So he cannot drop intellect or manasu or deha. It cannot be dropped at all. It can be dropped only when the videha mukti happens. So ahankara can be dropped, not the other.
What sambandha is that?
Sahaja sambandha.
Sahaja sambandha. The sahaja sambandha is happening as long as the BMI is functioning.
Yes.
Alva?
Oh, I was trying to say the other way. Ahankara is Brantijanya. Taking away Branti is very easy.
Branti is very easy. Okay,
Yes.
congratulations.
I like it.
I like it too.
You bless it. Bless everybody.
Not Vedantic Branti, general Branti, I am saying.
So, Bhranti Janya Sambandha is gone with Ahankara.
Yes.
Nice, Narasimurthy, you brought us all to that point. So, the Bhranti Janya Ahankara is gone.
Yes.
And Karmaja Ahankara, what happens to the Karmaja Ahankara?
For that, other instruments are required. Other functionalities of the inner instrument is required.
That was what happens to Samsara Chakra, you asked, Alva? That is
Yes.
the Karmajanya Ahankara. Adyenagate? What happens to Karmajanya Ahankara, Anupama? Karmajanya Sambandha, what happens? What is the Sambandha? Yes.
That remains till the body is there.
What kind of karma remains? There are three karmas.
Prarabdha karma remains.
Correct.
And there is no agami karma.
And Kriyamana?
Kriyamana karma is also not there.
OTP. Samsara Chakra is going on. OTP. 452168. 452168. Okay. So this is Sahaja Sambandha. Husband will ask OTP for wife.
This is the problem with centralized Brahman.
Outsourced Brahman. So Anupama said only Prarabdha karma remains. Agami, Sanchita. What happens to Sanchita karma? We had a talk also on this in JJ.
Yes.
What happened to Sanchita karma?
Sanchita karma will be burnt.
Sanchita cannot be burnt.
But because for a jnani, it is no more, he is not identified with that, no?
But there is already the deposit already there. No?
the deposit may continue as next prarabdha karma, but he is not identified with that.
Okay, let us, you hold that thought. Any other answer anybody has? What happens to Sanchita karma of a Jnani?
Sanchita in the present life, whatever is there.
Allah. Present life ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದು ಪ್ರಾರಬ್ಧ. ಸಂಚಿತ ಇನ್ನೂ ಮಿಕ್ಕಿರೋದು ಗಂಟು ಮಿಕ್ಕಿರತ್ತಲ್ವಾ, ಅದು ಸಂಚಿತ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ.
Yes, ma'am, I know. But that Sanchita also will go away. Like whatever is there in this lifetime, like if he has a residue of giving teachings or any other things like that. So that will be done through his body.
ಸಂಚಿತಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ.
Nullified. It is nullified and then only the stage comes.
Okay. What is Rajni? What does Rajni think about it?
Sanchit karma, it doesn't affect the jnani. Like
Nothing will affect the Gnani, but what happens, it has to go somewhere. Matter can neither be destroyed nor whatever. ನರಸಿಂಹಮೂರ್ತಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತೇನ್ರಿ ಏನಾಗತ್ತೆ ಸಂಚಿತ ಕರ್ಮಗೆ?
ಅದು ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ನಲ್ಲಿಫೈಡ್ ಅಂತಾನೆ ನಾನು ಹೇಳೋದು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ರಿಹರ್ಸಲ್. ಐ ಮೀನ್ ಸೈಕಲ್ ಇಸ್ ಬ್ರೋಕನ್.
Okay.
Correct.
All that you correct.
Exhausted.
Exhaust ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ exhaust ಆಗುತ್ತೆ?
Since there is no agamic karma and kama karma, little by little the sanchita karma will get reduced.
No, I will tell you what Prabhuji has said. This is not I am not cooking it up. He said, of course, prarabdha will play out. There is no kriyamana, there is no, but there is already one deposit which is there. That what happens is, what Prabhuji said, that kante of papa punya is there. For the jnani, it's gone. Because jnana agni dagda karmani. But still it is there, associated with some lifetime. Adin yen ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಂತೆ?
The answer. It is given to his students for the thing.
Yes.
Yes.
His papa is distributed to his enemies, and the punya is distributed to his students. Simple.
Gee, there is one question. For a jnani, how can there be some enemies?
The enemies, correct.
Yes.
For a jnani, there are no enemies, but those who have become an obstruction in his path, they still exist, Allah. They still attract the papa.
Yes.
They attract the papa from him. Like a magnet, it will all go to them and stick. Because this jnani is free of it. And also the enemies of the disciples, those who are creating trouble for the disciples to carry on in the path, for them also the papa will be distributed. By itself, jnani of his own volition, he will not do anything. But that is how the system works. In the punya also, he will bless all his disciples, students. It is said, no, 7 Talemaru dynasties will be blessed if there is a jnani. Why do they say that? 7 generations are blessed in jnani's presence. Isn't it, Anupama?
Okay, I understand.
That is how the punya karma of the jnani will be distributed to the disciples and well-wishers. See, that is what is meant when Krishna says, yoga kshemam vahamyaham. He will take care of the yoga and kshema of all the mumukshus. How? By reducing the obstacles they have for attaining in this path, progressing in this path. So many obstacles are there for us to progress in this path. Those obstacles he will remove. How? By blessing them with grace. So all the jnanis, punya is become grace to all the students, and all the papas of the jnani will become, the other fellows will attract the papa. So that is what Guruji had said in one of his talks.
Ma'am, is it because this concept is being said, is it because karma cannot manifest anymore? I mean, especially this sanchita karma cannot manifest anymore. With the
BMI, it cannot manifest. Through this BMI, it cannot manifest.
Yes, through this BMI.
There. That kantami, that deposit is there. That has to be distributed.
Yes.
What is it? It's just how when a person passes away, the will is made, Allah. This will go to my daughter, this will go to my son, like that. This is an unwritten law. Papa
Got
will
it.
go to some people, Punya will go to some people. Atara. Okay?
Otherwise, it will be a zombie.
Otherwise, it will be an unsettled account.
Yes, zombie.
Zombie. So I think we had a nice discussion. Next we
Madam,
should-
how this Papa Karma will be distributed? How? Because Gnani doesn't give anything. Like
Gnani doesn't do anything. Ade heladnalla. The ones who are not on the path of dharma, Shaila, the ones who are not on the path of dharma, they'll attract Papa from this Gnani. Because now it is left free in the wind. Gnani doesn't belong to the Gnani. So that deposit is there, free, sitting there. Okay. So the good karmas are attracted by the people on the dharmic path, and the bad karmas are attracted by the people on the adharmic path. Ashte.
Bonus.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Ma'am.
Yeah.
Unsolicited bonus.
Bonus or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, that happens. So, okay, we can close today's session. Next session, we will do extensively talk number 36 and talk number 37 is very small, 38. 36, 37, 38 for next week. All of us have to listen. Aita.
Next week I won't be there, ma'am. I'll share my questions with you.
All right. So next week we'll meet with 36, 37, 38. Okay? All right. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hari Om.
Lokaः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु. लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु. लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु. हरिः ओम् तत्सत्. श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः. हरिः ओम्. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you,
Thank you
everybody.
all.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.
You.
Stop live stream and recording both.